What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and CreateSpace. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. Excuse me, PayPal link there also asked me to put it up, so I put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. This video is entitled Why Men Are Abandoning the Protector and Provider Role. I was listening to Emmett Smith. I think he was talking to Maverick Carter. And Emmett Smith was like, Maverick asked him, what would he buy no matter what? He's like, really nothing. Cheetos, maybe. And Maverick was laughing. And he said, well, buying stuff makes, if you got to buy something to make you feel happy, because most people buy things to make them feel happy, then that's a problem. He was like, what he gets a joy out of is the family moments, the birthdays, the events, and he's seeing his family come together. And he was able to use his resources to have that. That's where he gets his joy. And I'm not gonna lie to you, that is a great moment. But for you men who haven't had that, I hope that you'll be able to provide that, not only for your family and even your friends, but for yourself. To see, your work impact other people's lives. Okay? And especially the people that are close to you. But with all of these narratives running around, guys are abandoning the protector provider role, because a person like Emmett Smith, not necessarily because he's rich, but the men who do that, they're not, if they want to do that, they're doing that for themselves now. They're not really reaping the respect and the reverence that should come with things like that in America. And people are acting entitled to them providing and protecting it, and they're enjoying the provision and they're enjoying the protection, but they're being complete jerks when receiving it. So you get guys who are really abandoning, quote unquote, that role. And one of the things is that a lot of people don't want to take into consideration is, guys don't want to do that for themselves. Guys don't want to mess around and put their efforts out for people to disrespect. I was thinking about this when I saw Brian McKnight talking about his sons on Instagram, and he was very calm, very cool, and that's just his personality anyways, but that's how, but when he was talking, he talked about everything he did and how he had to stop, because protecting and providing for even his sons was enabling them, and they weren't respectful of what he had done in his efforts of trying to put them on their feet. And see, why I'm saying this is not just men not doing it to women, because Brian McKnight is a father of those are two sons. And part of the parenting issue comes in there because of divorce, family court, custody, child support, society viewing fathers as second tier parents or secondary option, and that spills into marriage in a sense, because a husband's role is basically to provide and protect for a wife, and that's supposed to make her happy. Happy wife, happy life. Like his life, her life, she's gonna. It's kind of, the undertone of that is she's gonna make his life hard if he doesn't do what it takes to make her life happy. You get what I'm saying? But he's getting nothing out of that, and guys are getting tired, or have gotten tired of that response to that role. So, to a degree, guys are like abandoning ship as far as, I don't need to protect and provide for you. And of course, you got to bring the elephant in the room of quote unquote feminism. And because I was watching an old video today, and one of the brothers had it on Instagram, Top Chakra, where the lady was talking. It was a women's panel on Fox News, and one of the ladies was like, we said we didn't need men. We were strong. We were independent. We could do stuff for ourselves. And now the men are like, okay, fine. And now it confuses the balance in the relationship between men and women, and the dance that men and women have with each other, because women wanted to be left alone, or quote unquote, or the way they approach feminism says they wanted to be left alone, and now God said bye. So also because of that, you don't need a protector and provider if you don't need a man, and you can get it on your own, and you don't want chivalry, and I can open my own door, and I can pay my own bills, and I can take care of myself. Okay, cool, no problem. So guys like, well, I don't have to do that for you. And then when guys are not doing this, it's like, why are you not doing it? And I hate, that we kind of play silly and play games and play stupid, as if we weren't raised in an environment that said that girl could do whatever she wants. And where the young girls were saying, I don't need you, when they were young girls. You ain't got to do this for me. Well, let me back this up. I saw the evolution of it. Girls, when I was younger, loved guys doing things for them when I was younger. And it evolved to them not wanting guys to do. They loved interacting with boys, right? They loved saying that this is my boyfriend, I'm with him. They loved doing things for guys, right? Or the guys they were with. But I saw the deterioration, there you go, of that over the years, to the point where these women they have gone so far left that they don't even know how to do something for a man without feeling like it's a negative thing. And so because, like I said earlier, these guys are abandoning it because there's no respect in doing things for anybody else. So now, due to the feminism part of it, guys are abandoning protecting and providing because, okay, there's nothing in it for me to protect and provide for you. Basically protecting and provision is looked at as, this is the extra stuff I get on top of being independent. And I don't have to give much or if much, I don't have to give much, if anything, to this equation. And guys are like, no, thank you. Now, guys are abandoning, protecting, and provision because some of these guys weren't raised to be protectors and providers. Y'all say some of these kids were coddled, or some of these kids were sabotaged by their parents or the school system, or they weren't supported. They weren't encouraged to better themselves. Their educational journey wasn't supported. So when people want them to be protectors and providers, they're like, why? Nobody ever protected and provided for me. I was just a tool to use, a pawn, or somebody to disrespect, somebody to give the short end of the stick. But now you want me to turn around and give the world something that I never got? Not finna happen. So that's why I say, those guys are abandoning, protecting, and providing. And some guys were actually raised to be effeminized and effeminate, and raised to be feminists, and everybody's equal and everybody deserves this and everybody deserves that. And you took the go-getter, you stripped the go-getter mentality out of the boys. So now when they're men, they're not go-getters, they're not providers, they're not protect. They abandoned doing that because they felt they were effeminized to the point where they felt it wasn't even their responsibility to be that as a man. Not necessarily even protecting and providing for themselves, because they lack the instinct to protect themselves and to provide for themselves. So doing it for somebody else, it's like, why? Why would I do that? This is why guys have abandoned that I did. Because people say they abandoned me and they abandoned the family. I think society and bad parenting has created men who abandon the protect and provide a role, and now you want those very same men that you created to be protectors and providers for you. Now that what you didn't work, you know, and the guys ain't. You're not finna get those guys back to do it. Not in my opinion. I'm done. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.